Can you hear it?
I can hear it.
Oh.
What is
Like,
this?
um, Miss Lanita, Lana Del Rey.
Oh, I have to be honest, I've never listened to a Lana Del Rey album.
Dude, what the fuck?
Sorry, sue me. I don't know.
What? You know her next
Yeah.
album is gonna be country?
Oh, maybe I'll listen to that one then.
What the fuck? There's
I mean,
no
I probably
way.
would listen to her because I love pop music. I just never got into her. I don't know. Nothing against her.
Not even her recent album?
No, I did listen to A&W from that album. That one slaps.
That one does slap.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know.
That's really shocking.
I just like didn't get into it and then everyone was into it and I was like I think I just missed it. Like I think it's
No,
gone
but
for
it's
me.
funny because I don't think I was ever like well, I was gonna say I don't know because her fans are really severe and I was never that familiar with her every album, but I knew songs off of all the albums. But then she
Mm,
dropped her album last year. Did you know there's a tunnel under Ocean
mhm.
Boulevard, which to
Mhm.
me is like her folklore. Like I wasn't
Mm,
listening to Taylor Swift, and then Taylor Swift dropped folklore, and I was like, okay, wait, I need to listen to Taylor Swift again.
right.
And so then I went back and listened to like everything, and now I'm like, I mean, she was on my Spotify Wraps. Like I'm a Laniter. I'm a
Okay.
Laniter. But
Okay.
there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard is kind of emo, and that's why I love it. I think it's kind of awesome.
Okay. Maybe I'll listen
Um,
to it.
no, you need to. You've
Okay.
listened to Peppers? Have you listened to Peppers? It
Don't
has
think
Tommy
so.
Genesis on it. Like you
I
should
don't
be
think I
into
have.
that.
I'll get
Wait.
into it. I'll get into it.
Okay, good. Perf. Because literally her next album is gonna be so good. The girls might
Okay.
not, and she like worked at the Waffle House,
I
like
did see that. I
she's
did
from
like really love her for that
Alabama,
one.
like she's just really like she's a real one. She is a real
She
one.
is. I respect her.
Okay. Any pressing updates to share with the class?
No.
Your hair looks really good today. It's
Yeah, I did
giving
get
like
my
by
friend
the
cut it.
beach or
So I got the
something,
bangs. Yeah, I'm like actually, because the other day it rained and I didn't have my raincoat, so my hair got wet. And then when
right?
it dried, I had these beautiful little ringlets. And I was like, damn, maybe if I actually like tried, I could have curly hair. So I'm
Oh
beginning
my
to
God.
experiment. So we're seeing, but most days it doesn't, my experiments don't work, and then I just end up straightening it. But today I just took a shower, so
Straightening.
it's still a little oomph.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because your hair has always been wavy, but
Yeah,
it's like wavy in the way that you just brush it anyways, and then it's just
yeah,
like that's just a style. So I feel like you really do have curly hair
I
hidden and you're
do.
unlocking it.
Yeah, because my mom has curly hair,
Exactly. I was about to say
so
her curls are beautiful.
I
She's always
know
got that curl going.
she does. I know. I need to text her to tell her to give me the routine.
Yeah, I mean, actually though, what are you putting in it right now?
Right
Like
now, I
cream
got like
mousse?
shampoo and conditioner that's for like curly hair, and then I
Yeah.
have like a little, I don't know, like hair cream I put in after I shower. But it's very
Oh.
like, I don't know, it's very hit or miss.
Hmm.
I feel like I don't know. I haven't unlocked the secrets yet, so I'm
The
working on it.
secrets. Unlocked the
Yeah.
secrets.
Because when I lived in the Galapagos, my hair was just beautiful and wavy every day, and I had lots of
Mm,
little ringlets underneath. Because I think I was like living by the ocean, so I
yeah.
think I just really need that humidity in my
Yeah,
hair.
maybe you just need to get out of the mountains and get by the sea, get by the ocean.
Well, Oregon, I mean, rainy all the time.
Dude, wait, are you gonna be on the coast? Or where is the
Um,
place in Oregon? I was supposed to Google it, but I
I'm
didn't.
living in Detroit, Oregon, which is like an hour from Salem.
Did you accept already?
I have a week to accept. I probably
New
will.
job, new job.
New job,
I need to find
new
jobs in
job.
Oregon. So freaked
Yeah.
up. No, but listen, West Coast, Best Coast, like let's make that change.
Yeah.
Let's get that going. Wow, that's kind of nice though, isn't it like a relief, kind of?
It is, but it's a temporary job, so I'll be done by October. So it's still
Yeah.
like I gotta figure out something for when I'm done.
Is there a
Um,
chance that they're gonna ask you to stay, or do they have like
I I
year?
asked them about that, and they were like, it really just depends if we have an opening or not.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know. But I'd also be fine with just like, I don't know. I guess if I move there and I really like it, I would probably just stay in the area. But if
yeah.
not, I'd probably just move to Asheville or something. Or maybe if you're somewhere, I don't know, maybe
Who
like,
knows where I'll be? I don't even know
yeah,
where I'll be.
we'll
I'm
figure it
kind of
out.
like, it's feeling more like DC for a year. Like, it's
Really?
feeling more like it. Well, I just feel like I'm getting desperate. I'm like, guys, someone offer me a job. But it's also like whenever you apply to jobs, or at least wherever I'm applying to jobs right now, it's like if I apply to jobs in this area and I have all my experience is from this area, I feel like they're more inclined to give me a
Mm,
job. Like I
mm-hmm.
feel like me applying to jobs every which way, like they're gonna be like, "Oh, you don't live here. Like we're not hiring you."
Yeah, that's fair.
But it's also hard because it's hard to tell like which jobs. Like I'm just applying to everything right now, and then
Mm-hmm.
but like some of them are like we're hiring right now, like you need to start in April, like whatever, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of them don't say. So it's like I'm just applying and then they're gonna be like you don't graduate until May, like we can't. So it's just
Yeah,
it's just bad.
a little
But that's
stressful.
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
It's
Um
okay.
what else has been happening? Mm, this week has been like disastrous for me.
Why?
This semester is beating my ass. Like it's really beating my ass. Like in terrible, terrible ways.
What, class
Um
work?
just everything, literally everything.
Oh,
It's been torturous a little bit. And it's only the third week and I'm kind of like, okay,
that's so true.
what the fuck is going on right now? Um someone told me in my class, my main class, that we have 12 more Wednesdays, which is like our
Mm,
long class day. And I was
mm-hmm.
like, that can't be right. Don't tell
Uh-uh.
me that right now.
Uh-uh.
12 seems like a lot. I don't know if I'm gonna make
Yeah,
it.
they had like this thing for seniors in my like department where they were like 100 days till graduation, and I was like,
Like a
100?
hundred.
I was like, that's way too much. Cut it down by
A
half at
hundred.
least.
That's like too many days
I
until
know.
graduation. Like, no, thank you. Dude,
Mm-mm.
also, like, have things been bad with COVID, like, with your friends and everything? Because my whole family has gotten it in the past week or two.
Really?
Yeah, like, my dad had
Yeah.
it, my sister, like, Elise got it, my mom got it from my dad, and, like, I'm kind of scared boots, but that's like you had it, your family had
Yeah.
it. So I'm like, damn, like the South is going
Yeah,
through
a lot
it.
of people I know too are just getting the flu. So it's like flu
Yeah.
or COVID. So yeah, I feel fine. I guess I could still get the flu, but I'm probably pretty immune from COVID. But like my classes, we had one day where like literally half of my class was just gone because they're all sick.
It's crazy.
And
And I feel
nobody is
like,
wearing a mask still.
yeah, I feel like it's been like, I haven't noticed it here. Like, nobody in my school is like, I mean, I'm sure people are, but not people that I know. So
Hmm.
I'm kind of like, is it lurking around the corner? And I also feel bad because I haven't gotten I think they just dropped a new booster or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't get my flu shot. So I'm just a bad person. But I just can't.
Yeah.
I never found like a little sliver of time to just get into a damn CVS, but it wouldn't take that long. I just need to do it.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I also haven't done that because yeah, I feel like I just forget, and then when I like see something, I'm like, walking to
Literally.
class. And I'm like, well, I can't go now.
Yeah, it's like, oh, let me just pop in like right before my
Yeah.
shift and, and get a little COVID shot. Um, yeah, I don't know. So that's just the vibe happening right now
Yeah.
is disastrous.
Yeah.
Um, I pulled my first, it was not an all-nighter, but it was like
Oh,
a 2 hour of sleeper, which was
oh, okay.
crazy. And
Yeah.
then the day after that, yes, no, Thursday, 2 days ago, um, I was really like multitasking like a genius. Like it was crazy. I went to class
Hmm.
and then I got a little professional headshot done.
Uh,
So shout out, if
okay.
you check my LinkedIn, it'll be there. Like
Okay.
I know.
Oh my gosh,
And
wait, do I have you on LinkedIn?
yeah, you do. You were like
Okay,
I was
period.
like the probably the first person you added, I think. Because
Yes,
I'm always talking
maybe.
about LinkedIn and you were like, okay, like looking on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I just like finally updated mine from freshman year.
Sneak
Oh,
peek.
let me see. Oh,
Okay.
boots,
Um,
slay.
there's like a little self-service like booth that they have. And
Oh
so I
wait,
was
that's
just in
nice.
there for like 15 minutes trying to get my bangs to look right. It was terrible. But anyways, and then clocked into my little shifty. Oh wait, during class. Oh, this was the multitasking part. During class that morning, I was writing my paper for that class that
Period.
was due at 11:59 that night. Okay,
Period.
so during the art history class, writing the paper for the art history class because I don't give a damn about that class.
Mhm.
And then did the little headshot, did my little work for 5.5 hours, and then went to rugby practice. Crazy, I should have skipped it. And then finished my essay after rugby practice, but between Breaking Dawn. So Breaking Dawn Part 2, there was a watch party that was happening later that
Oh,
night, but since I'm like, a little commuter, I guess, I don't have anywhere to go. No one offered me a place to
mm,
sit after rugby practice. Rude.
lame.
I
Not
know.
cool.
I'm just kidding. I just sat alone and ate my little dinner that cost $20, by the way. I got a
Where'd you get
bowl.
it from?
Every time it was in one of the like school cafeterias. I don't know why I do this, but I'm like, oh, I'm sure it'll be good. And I like, buy my little rice bowl with like fucking pre-cooked falafel that they heat up. And it was $20. I'm like, okay, I'm never doing that again.
Not good.
Um, and then I turned in the essay 3 hours before the thing, went to go buy wine, took it to the Breaking Dawn
Mm-hmm.
party, and
Mm-hmm.
had a great time. And
Yes.
that's just a girl who can do it all. And
Mm-hmm.
then I took the last train home. Like, I didn't even Uber. I literally got the last train,
Okay.
boom, made it home. Like, it was crazy. I
Okay.
just felt like I was doing it.
Time management.
Yeah. Or lack thereof. I don't know. It was mostly because like the week is so bad that on the weekends I'm like I have to go grocery shopping, I want to go on a run, I want to like
Mm-hmm.
clean my room, and so I'm like doing all this housekeeping shit, and then I'm like, oh, well, I was so productive, like I don't really need to sit down and like do 6 hours of homework, and then I get fucked during the week. So I'm gonna try to
Mm-hmm.
fix that this weekend,
Okay.
but we'll see. Um, but yeah. How's your art history class going? Things
Well,
looking up?
there's many, it's not just art. We do short
Oh,
stories, we do poems, we do
that's
architecture.
art. Okay, that's art though.
Okay, but it's not just visual art,
I know,
which
but
I
that's
feel was
it's
implied.
no, it's not. Art history is dude, literally my art history class is just furniture right now. All we're
Oh, that's
talking about is
awesome.
furniture. Yeah. Um,
It's going
but no,
fine.
did
We
you
just
learn
read a
about
short story.
Oh, okay.
What?
I was gonna ask
What were
like
you gonna
what
ask?
art you learned about this week.
So far, we have just looked at, what is it, Klimt? Yeah.
Klimt, yeah.
Yeah, we've just looked at some of his paintings, and then we looked at architecture, and then
Hmm.
now we just read a short story.
German architecture, I presume.
Oh yeah, well, the class is on Vienna, so we're looking at Vienna
Oh.
architecture,
Oh, from what century?
1900.
Oh.
like pre World
Okay.
War One, early 1900.
That's interesting. I don't think I know a lot
Mm-hmm.
about that.
It's pretty fun.
Um, okay, so I guess we'll just get into the topic because I'm kind of excited to see what's in yours. But the
I
topic of the
honestly,
week is Notes app. What are you gonna say?
I was looking through mine earlier, and it's honestly a lot less exciting than I thought. But I think it's because every couple of months I go through and just clear out a bunch of stuff.
Oh, really?
So we'll see.
Can we start
And
with
not like a lot, but
how?
sometimes.
Oh, can we start with how
Oh.
many? I know, I was like,
How
wait, are you gonna
many?
say something?
I have
Yeah.
138.
On which? On all iCloud or just the notes on your phone?
All iCloud I have 141.
Okay. So here's the difference with me. I don't clear out anything, and my iCloud is constantly like, you're out of space, you're out of space. And I just keep writing little notes. But I have 484
Oh my
and
gosh.
379 in my notes, apparently. I don't know what the distinction is.
Okay.
Um, so let's just get into that. I'm gonna scroll down to the bottom
Mm-hmm.
and see what's down there. Um, Bro, this is I'm just like a little bit neurotic about my notes app. Like I just put everything in here a little bit.
Yeah, I feel like
Um,
I'm not. I feel like I used to use the Notes app a lot, but in recent years I have stopped.
yeah. At the very beginning of mine is from 2019. I have a
Oh
notes
wow.
app that was when I was getting my wisdom teeth out. Um, and I was watching Killing Eve with my mom that I had to rewatch because I didn't remember any of it
Mm-hmm.
from this. But since I couldn't talk, I just typed out to my mom. Um and so the first line is it tastes like a gauzy smoothie. I'm sure she asked me, "How does your smoothie taste?" And that's what I came up with. So that's the beginning. I have a list of TV shows.
Okay.
I just have TV shows, good and then bad. And the only one under bad is 13 Reasons Why. In
Oh,
parentheses, waste of time.
okay.
Okay.
What's in the good?
Classic. The good has a lot. There's
Oh.
Vampires 2020, which is a
Mm-hmm.
Netflix TV show. Love that. BoJack Horseman,
Okay.
Elite, The West Wing, Lucifer, Parks and Rec, Black Mirror, the first seasons in parentheses,
Mm.
Orange is the New Black, Breaking Bad, Mad Men, The Crown, Gotham, Sex Education, Sherlock. And I also put the OA on here, but I don't think I've ever seen the OA, so I don't know why I put that on here. So that's
Wait, when was this
classic.
note from? 2019?
And this one is from March 22nd, 2020. Pandemic
2020.
core. That's like the beginning of the
Okay.
pandemic, okay?
That's like, yeah, probably right before, like right after everyone was sent home.
Right after, like
Yeah.
2 weeks after. And then I have another note called Good Movies, which is just like classic, and it's just a bunch of random movies. This was before I started like my letterbox journey, okay?
Right, 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 right.
Any exciting 2020 pandemic notes for you?
I don't have anything from 2020.
Oh my God, when does yours start?
2021 in April.
Okay, I also have one from this one. This one is not from when it says it's from. It says August 2020, but I think that's just the last time that I opened this note or something, or last time I typed on it.
Mm-hmm.
But this is like a very dramatic, like, note of a friend breakup.
Oh
The
no.
last the last text that I sent to her, and I kept it in my notes app, and that's very
Wow.
classic. And
Wow.
then I have a bunch of scanned pictures of circles
Okay.
from my first year of
Okay.
design school, which is so classic. Everybody's been there, done that.
Right,
Um,
right.
these were like torturous to make, so yeah, I'm glad I have those. Anything from you? Wait, when did you say 2021?
Hmm.
Okay, what was your first one? Or
My
not the first, but
first
the first
one,
interesting one.
my first one is I think it's a list of like weird food trends that were happening on TikTok. Like it's just this like 20 like list of like different like food trends. I have a four-way quesadilla, nature cereal, chlorophyll, black food, rainbow food, cronut, whipped coffee, milk
What?
bread, frog bread, cloud bread.
Wow, you
I
were
don't know why.
documenting it. You
There
were
was nothing.
really
There's like no notes or comments. It's just a list of them. Like I don't know why I was listing them out. I don't know if I had planned to try them or if I was just cataloging them for future reference. Really
yeah,
unsure.
I don't know.
Really unsure about
But
that.
that's really like of its
Um,
time, like whipped coffee, like I'm
yeah.
sure you were in there cooking
Yeah. I
something
did
out of
make
that.
whipped coffee when it happened, but I made that in like 2020. This is like second semester freshman year of college. Like I was not cooking like that.
Maybe you were just reflecting. You were really
I
like
think I
thinking
probably
deeply.
was.
Wow.
Wow, what's going on there?
Um,
Hmm.
I have a list of, I think I made a bullet point list before my first and only therapy session that I ever went to. That was just like all of my symptoms that I've ever felt. And so I have a subtitle anxiety with like a bullet point list of
Oh,
notes.
uh-huh.
And then I have depression with like a list of notes. And so that's awesome. And I have that as
That's
a
really
locked
fun.
note, so no one
Oh,
tried to
that's
get into
good.
that.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a list. I have classic Tetris scores, and it's just
Oh.
June 22nd, 200,000 points, and that's the only one. I think I forgot about it. So that's awesome.
I have one that's just titled question mark, and it says, "What's your 16 personality type?" Which I don't even know what that is. And then favorite Disney princess, and that's all it says.
Favorite Disney princess.
Yeah, what is your favorite Disney
Okay.
princess?
My favorite Disney princess is Tiana.
That's fair.
Is
That's actually
yours
so fair.
Rapunzel or no?
I think previously, yes. I feel like currently
Actually,
don't really have
Elsa.
one.
It could be Elsa.
Elsa? Why Elsa?
Elsa went through a lot. Like she was really Dude, I've been seeing people have been making edits of like Elsa and
Why?
like
Why now?
just like why now for anything? They're just like making like beautiful edits of her and like that scene where they're in the cat like in the ballroom and she first like she's like
Uh-huh.
Anna stop and then she like puts ice out onto the floor and everybody's like she's a freak. Oh my god. And it's just like emotional like she went through a lot
She
like
did go through a lot.
I don't
Yeah, she
know.
was stuck in her room for like 18 years. No one's talking about that.
Right? No one's talking about that and Anna wasn't
Mm-mm.
getting it. Like she just wasn't getting it. Um let's see what's in here. I have oh my god. Oh, I have a list from when you came to Washington
DC?
DC for the first time. Well, not
Okay.
for the first time, but the first time since college.
Right.
And it was just a list of food places that were open late. So we have that. And then there's a list called Things to Do, and the only things on here are United States Botanical Garden and Library of
Mm.
Congress because I didn't
Okay,
know
period.
anything that we could do.
Did we go to either
Um
of those places?
No, we didn't actually. We didn't go to either of those places. And then right after that, there's vegan fried chicken, piece of
Ooh.
soul,
Mm.
because you've been telling me for, and it took us how many years? Like three
It
years
took
to
us
actually
many
go there.
years. Yeah.
So that's awesome.
I have this, which I
Um,
think is from my entomology class. We had to draw a garden for insects. That's my beautiful garden.
oh, it's
Isn't it awesome?
beautiful.
There's a pond, there's some bushes, there's a
Oh,
walkway.
it was like you're
Yeah.
building an enclosure for them, or you're just like giving them fun
Yeah.
things to do?
It was like a garden to attract insects. I think there was like more requirements, but I don't remember them.
Oh.
So that was
On
my
the flip
garden.
side, we have lines, classic line moments,
Oh
lots of
wow. Oh wow.
I had to scan so many sketches and they all went into my notes app. Um, so that's classic.
Yeah, I think I was like conversing with someone I was sitting beside, but we were like
Oh.
typing in notes app because it just says barista makes coffee. Lid came off your coffee, and then there's like a space, and it says, "Do you want me to turn around and stare at him?" And then a like another line, and it says, "Let's leave." So I don't know
So
what that was about, but
that
clearly
was
someone
just
was there we did
you,
not like.
or you think you were both
I
typing
think
on
I was
that?
typing in Notes app, and then whoever I was typing on the Notes app was typing in theirs, and we were just
Yeah,
like showing them to each other.
that's
That's what
beautiful.
my guess is.
I have a list that's just titled list, and then it has Twilight, comma, I mean, colon 5, Life and Death 1,
Hmm.
New Moon 6, Eclipse 3, Breaking
Hmm.
on 3, a novella, and then the graphic novel
Six.
1. Yeah, I was
What
putting
are
my
these
counts. It
numbers?
was how many of them I have. It was
Oh,
how many copies of the books that I have. But this is from December 23rd, 2021, so I think I have more now.
oh my gosh. I was
If
like
I
trying
counted
to
that.
explain this to my friends because I was like, you guys think I like Twilight? I was like, oh, I was like, oh, you don't even know.
It's actually so annoying because when I was watching it with these people I was watching Breaking Down Part 2 with the other
Hmm.
night, it's like it's equally exciting and infuriating because like people are confused. They don't know what the plot is. Some people haven't watched it. Some people had watched, they did like a whole marathon, but this was the only one that I had time to go to. Um
Right.
but like some people like skipped Breaking Dawn Part 1 and then went to watch Breaking Dawn Part 2. And so I literally went before the movie started, I like acted out the whole Breaking Dawn Part 1 so that they could be on the same page as everybody. But it was just like it's just like for someone who knows every little detail of the story and they're like why would they do that, or like they're like talking about the baby and how the baby looks like, dude, they were saying the Renesmee, whenever she
Uh-huh.
like stops being CGI, she just turns into a normal girl,
Hmm.
but they were still like, oh my god, she looks so disgusting. I'm like, that is a child, like that is a real girl. And they were like, yeah, I know they were just being funny, but it was like, what are you talking about? Like that's not CGI. Like, can you guys not tell? Um, so it's just like, yeah, and then also trying really hard
Oh
not to
God,
quote it.
that's terrible.
Yeah. I have a
Yeah,
lot of work notes. Me
yeah.
writing how many my dream journal. Oh my god, I forgot about this. This is haunting.
Oh my God.
Um, but yeah, I don't know how to like Twilight's just everything. I need to get all my Twilight books here though because I have plans for
Mm,
them. Like
your
I might put them in
plans.
my, yeah, I have thesis plans for them. Like I want
Oh,
everybody to see my Twilight books. Like sorry. Sorry. Um
oh, I had this period where I thought I was allergic to something. So I was like, I'm gonna document when I start like freaking
what did you
out.
think you were allergic to?
I wasn't sure, so I was like, I'm gonna document, but I only made one entry, which was soy milk matcha and cinnamon raisin bagel, and then it just says swelling of face, red, hot.
Oh my
But it's
god.
just like I like in recovering from eating disorder would just get really bad
Right.
anxiety attacks after eating. So after a while I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
I'm not. I'm not allergic." I like had this whole period where I thought I was like gluten intolerant and I didn't eat gluten for
yeah.
like a month and then I was like, "Well, I'm still not feeling well." So I don't think it's that one.
That's just so classic. It was the anxiety all
It was
along.
no,
Um,
literally I was like my face gets hot, like my heart starts beating and I was like, "Oh."
oh, I know what that could be. Yeah.
Um, oh, I have a
Um,
grocery list.
Okay.
It says tofu, tempeh, jelly, avocado times five, protein bars, peanut butter times two.
Oh, peanut butter times two.
Times two. I was getting a
Times
lot of peanut butter,
two.
I guess.
Let me find. I have a grocery list from September 24th, 2021. The
Okay.
first it just goes noodle, cereal question mark,
Mm.
chip question mark,
Mm-hmm.
produce question mark,
Mm-hmm.
falafel wraps. So good. Soup, salsa, two tofu question mark, hummus, pita bread, vegan milk, soy
Mm-hmm.
milk, tortilla. I don't know why I was like questioning every single thing that I was
You
planning
weren't
on
sure what you were
buying.
getting there.
I was like, I don't know. Like, I guess I don't know. Um, what else?
Wow. Oh, I have a list of top 10 favorite sitcoms from
Oh,
2021,
do
which
tell.
has um Community, first half, in parentheses. Um, Freaks and Geeks, It's Always Sunny, New Girl,
Classic.
Schitt's
Okay.
Creek. And then I separately put Community second half, which I would not stand by. I don't know why I put second half in
Oh,
here.
only the second. I would say opposite of
Well,
that.
I had Community first half up top, and then
Oh,
I
oh, oh,
separately
oh, oh, oh,
listed.
oh, oh, oh,
But these
oh.
aren't numbered, they're just in bullets, so I don't know if I was, I don't
Ranking?
know. Unsure.
Okay.
And then I have Parks and Rec. And I don't think there's even 10 on here. I don't think that's 10.
Oh.
But those are the sitcoms that were important to me at that time.
Wait, I'm reading through the dream journal, which actually has a lot of stuff in here that I forgot all
How many
about.
dreams?
I numbered them, so let's see. 17.
Oh
17
wow.
dreams. I
That's
was
a fair
actually trying to
amount.
keep this up because I was having a lot of dreams, but then I'm just forgetting them, and I still am doing that, but I guess I started a dream journal and then but anyways, this one is from December December 22nd, 2021, and it
Okay.
says had a pretty long dream about making a commercial starring Ansel Elgort and Naomi Campbell, but I'm not sure what Naomi Campbell looks like. It was like to help Ansel Elgort's image. At the same time, Rob and Taylor Lautner were hosting SNL, and Kristen would come in every so often to give updates on the commercial. I woke up when they said something awkward about Kristen's sexuality. Someone said something about her being a lesbian, and she was like, I'm not a lesbian anymore. It's just it's just shit, or maybe it's just shit in my head or something. And it was awkward because Rob was right there. And anyways, the commercial was crazy. We were in LA and filming in a clean sewer. It was almost done. Like, I edited it in my head and it looked pretty good. There was sand everywhere. Like, it was downtown, but so much sand everywhere that it looked cool. I feel like there was a dystopian element, like going against tyranny or something. Maybe not, but it was so free. Anyways,
I love that you're
that's
having dreams
so,
about the Twilight cast.
which is very like 2021. That is really like they were deep into
They were
my,
really in there.
yeah.
Oh
Wow.
wow.
I
Oh,
want to see if there's
I
one
have a
with
dream.
you.
A
Okay.
dream of me. Do you have, okay, this is a question. Do you have like people in your like real life and your personal life in your dream?
Yes. Yes, I
Really?
do. Yes, I do a
Okay.
lot. Yeah.
Okay. Because
You not?
I rarely do, but I was talking to Cameron about it because Cameron always has like real life people in her dream.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like it's pretty rare for me to have a real life person in my dream. It's usually just random people.
Oh wow. Wait, so read the one that you were just gonna.
Mine Mine is, it just starts with, reminded me of Pixie Hollow. The way that it got too cold, something happened. Everything started freezing over. I went into caves, kept following a path, felt very familiar. Found
Oh
this
my
thing in the
god.
mines. Guy said
In
he
the
was old
mines.
miner, had to dig at him, past the garden fairy from Pixie. She was upset. She didn't know. Her boyfriend comforted her. I remember flying, trying to make it warm with my
Oh
hands.
my god, you were flying.
Tried to go into parking garage. It was full. And that's all I have.
Wow.
I
Okay,
was
so
in
I have. Wait, no, say what you're gonna say.
No, I was just gonna give a summary. You go.
Oh. I have two with you in them in
Yes. Oh
April
my
4th,
gosh.
2021, and then April 27th, 2021. But you are a main character in the first one.
Okay.
Like I was just with your family, and all I said
Respect.
was me and you stayed in a weirdly big room with Chris and ex-girlfriend. The house was always pretty dark and it seemed like nighttime. There was some conflict with the cats misbehaving. So that's all that happened there. And
Classic.
then the other one from April 27th, 2021 says took a nap from 8 to 9 p.m. ish. That was sort of weird. And then it like I was in a gas station and then I don't know how to wait. There were some coupons that dropped onto the floor somehow. And then it says, I don't know how to phrase this, but me and Ashley, who was with me, grabbed one and I remember saying sheesh, but because that was kind of risky, but so we needed to get the fuck out of there. But we weren't running, we just left.
Mm-mm.
Um and then it just goes into like this weird shit. I don't even know what's happening. We were getting hate crimed or something.
Oh, that's fun.
A little unsettling, but a good dream, I think. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the only one that you're in
Yes.
there. Those two.
Wow.
But you've been in a lot of my dreams, I think,
Oh my
probably.
gosh,
I mean, I
thank
dream about like
you.
anybody who's around. Like I just had a dream with like all of my classmates, and I've told them this because it
Mm-hmm.
happened recently. It was like we it was like there was an apocalypse happening and we were with our graphic design teacher and all of our graphic design class and we were like scavenging the art building and trying to survive. It's kind of fun. I love
Okay.
dreaming. Dreaming is so
Dreaming,
fun.
hot take, I love dreaming.
Hot take. I love dreaming.
I
Do you dream a
love
lot?
to dream. Yeah, depends on how much I'm smoking, but
Oh, you say more?
yeah. No, I dream less when I
Dream
smoke,
less
I
with
would say. So
oh.
I've been dreaming more lately because I haven't been as much, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
mine's like how tired I am or like how much I get to sleep
Mm,
because honestly I dream a lot in that pocket of time where you're like having your nighttime normal sleep and like I think I dream during that but then you have more sleep and then forget about it. And then
mm-hmm.
I think that whenever like a lot of the times I'll sleep and then I'll wake up and then go back to sleep for a little bit. And I think those are
Mm-hmm.
when the ones that I remember happen because you don't have that much time. You're like
Yeah.
really deeply sleeping.
Yeah.
And like when I want to not go somewhere, if I'm like I need to get up, I
Oh,
need to
yeah.
get up, but I'm like so deep in my dream. I'm like having such a good time. That shit is the worst. I hate cliffhangers in dreams. Like just let me finish it. Yeah.
Do you have nightmares a lot or pretty rare?
I don't I used to have more nightmares, but the thing is all of my dreams, I don't know. I used to have more. I feel like I haven't had a good nightmare in a while.
Yeah.
But have you do you
Yeah.
nightmare a lot?
I haven't got nightmares for a while, but when I was sick with the stomach bug, I was like kind of like you were saying, I was like in an in and out space of like dreaming, and I
Oh.
kept having this recurring nightmare that I was either drowning or getting crushed by rubble. And then the final one was this other girl like fell off a construction site, and then I watched her get crushed by rubble, and then I just had to stop sleeping because it was like every time I went to
Oh
sleep, I would
my
have one.
God.
But
You're
that's like the
really
only nightmare I've had in years.
when was that?
This was in December.
Oh my God. You're getting crushed by the rubble. Did you
I'm getting
watch
crushed by
something
Rebel.
where someone was like getting
No.
crushed by a landslide or
No, the
something?
last thing I had watched was Divergent.
Oh my
That's like the
God.
last piece of media I had consumed.
Oh my God. Um, that's just classic, I guess. I really
I
haven't had a
guess
nightmare in a
so.
long time. But mine, it's either like getting murdered or like
Mm,
trying to escape or
right.
being chased or um, there's just a lot of good ones.
Yeah.
Um, I'm in like summer of 2022 right now, and it's
Okay.
just like a bunch of internet drama that I was involved in. Like it's just paragraphs and paragraphs. I also interspliced in between this, I have my Starbucks onboarding experience,
Oh
so I
my
have
gosh.
a lot of that.
Oh my gosh. I have from summer of 2022, that's when I famously was in Kansas. Um, And
Yeah.
when I was in Kansas, the like main group of people I hung out with was just like these three dudes, one of which I was friends with previously at Clemson, and
Yeah.
the other two were these like California bros. One who was like kind of conservative, but like not really, just on like certain manly things. And then the other one
Yeah.
was just like this total like hippie guy. And so I would start writing down their like weird ass conversations. Um, so like one of them, the like kind of conservative guy, he said, and my thing is I'm all about freedom and infringements on it. And I think we were at the lake and I because I just put then he threw a stick. So I think we were at the lake and he
Wow.
threw a stick. And then hippie guy goes, yeah, cool. And I mean, let me ask you about this. What about the right of slave owners to own slaves? And then the conservative dude says, that's completely different.
Oh my God. He's like someone who would be like, yeah, the Civil War was just about like, the states' rights, like so
And then we would have a lot of conversations about veganism because me and my friend from Clemson were both vegan.
yeah.
And so the conversation here is, I think all life is equal. I don't have a problem with killing an animal because that's the same as killing a plant. And then other man, I don't think you do. Would you kill a human? And then conservative man goes, we bomb and kill people in war all the time. And then
He's so chill with war. He's so chill. This dude is the number one fan of wartime that has ever existed.
yeah, and then my friend went, I'm talking about you individually. Like, if you kill a plant, that means you're saying you would kill a human. And then I just put, they didn't answer the question.
They didn't answer the question. That's so awesome.
It was such a, I would get so pissed off at them just like all the time because their conversations just always turned into something like that. And I was
Yeah.
like, I'm losing my mind.
Guys, like we
But
can't do this for every single day.
I know.
Wow, that's so awesome. Like Kansas really brings together like the most random crowd of
Yeah.
people.
Because like we were the four of like the people in our program who like smoked. So like me and my friend, like obviously we were previously friends, and then the
Yeah.
four of us started like going to the lake to smoke, and
Mm-hmm.
then that just became a group. And it was a very there was like queer girlies there, and I don't know why I did not hang out with them. I just ended up in this friend group of men, and I was like
Wait,
losing my
what?
mind every
There were
day.
queer girls there and you were hanging out with a
I
conservative
don't know.
man, a
I
hippie,
don't
and then your
know.
friend? That's
I don't
crazy.
know. Okay, I will say he's not like fully conservative. Like I feel like
Just
he's
weirdly, randomly
like
conservative.
weird, like random, like yes.
Yeah, like you can
Yeah.
tell that you were raised in a family that like owns
Yeah.
guns and like you just have these beliefs that are buried deep
Yeah.
into your
Because
head.
he is like he's Arab and he's like very pro like Palestine, so I know like
Oh, okay.
in that area he's good,
Okay.
but he also is like pro gun. So it's like,
Right.
you know.
Pro
Yeah.
wartime,
Yeah.
pro bombing people. Like that's just classic, honestly. Wait, what time era? You're in 2022 summer.
Summer 2022.
Okay, so now things are gonna get interesting because this is when we both did our international
Our
world
bride.
tour. So what is do you have any abroad notes that are coming up?
Yes, I have my first host mom when I was on the mainland, Ita. She was so awesome. She was so slay. She was like
Okay.
this older lady who was like divorced. She was like kind of like she was super into like natural medicine and like
Yeah.
we would do this like weird yoga after we ate. Um and I for one, she made me de-thread celery to put in cooking.
I didn't even know you
Eventually
could
she
do
was
that.
no, I tried and I couldn't figure out what she meant because I was like,
Oh.
I'm taking like I was like, I'm destroying this piece of celery, and she was like, I'll just do it. And I was like, I don't understand how to de-thread this. Um, And then I have, she said, men always lie. Do not trust men. Do you have a boyfriend? And
Facts.
I said,
Oh.
no. And she said, good.
I love her. So she's just alone in this house, like living her girl boss life. She hates men.
She's
Like,
awesome.
was she gay? Like, we need to get to the bottom of that. Like, could have been.
Maybe. I think maybe. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
One of my first notes before going, was just like literally like how to say thanks, how to say yes, no, please, and like other terms that they use to say thanks in Denmark. And I didn't really use those ever. So,
Yes. Yeah.
um,
I have a whole list of just like random Spanish words, and like most of them are like food, which by the end of it I did know, but some of them are just
mhm.
like I have blanket and pillow in here. I never really used those.
Okay.
I wasn't really using that.
I have a list of gay bars in
Okay.
Copenhagen, if anybody needs that.
Let you
Um,
know.
what
Wow,
else?
I just have like a lot of like notes from like all of our like ecology trips. So it's just like a long list of like plants and insects.
Mm. This is the point in time where I started making daily list of like when I was waking up to get to all my classes because I think I was just stressed about like whenever you move to a new country and you're like I gotta figure out how the fucking metro works here.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what was happening. So this is like literally every single day. 9-4 hike, 9-5 9-6 Tuesday, 9-7 9-7 again, 9-9. Like I was literally doing every single day.
Okay.
So that's just classic.
I have one titled When I Get Back. So I guess when
Wait.
I go back home, and it just says pretzels from Auntie Anne's.
Did you get them? Did you get your
Probably, I think
pretzels?
probably. This was like
Yeah.
very early on. This was like I'd been here for 3 weeks and I made this
You were
note.
missing the Auntie Anne's. Like I can't even remember the last time that I had
I don't like
those
eat them
pretzels.
often. I don't know
You were just
why.
thinking about them really hard.
Yeah, and I think also because like I was especially in like the Galapagos, it was really hard to be vegan, but like pretty much nowhere there's like vegan like desserts. And so I think I would
Yeah.
just be like sitting there with everyone else eating like desserts food, and I was like, I want
Dude, the
like a
sweet
pretzel so
treat
bad.
impulse.
I
The
know, I was like,
sweet
I
treat
need a sweet treat.
impulse. I can't. I literally don't feel normal if I don't have a little sweet treat. Like, it's
Mm-mm.
actually fucked up.
Mm-mm.
Um, what else? I just have a lot of scans. Like, I use my notes app to scan so much shit. It's actually, um, oh, here's a classic Copenhagen grocery list. October 2nd, 2022 at 9 a.m. Movie candy, falafel, ice cream, nuts, pasta, hummus, crackers, tofu, vegan Nutella. The vegan Nutella in Copenhagen, oh my God, bananas and bread. I literally would buy this same list. Like that's all I bought at the fucking grocery store. Like I was not eating normally. I was eating falafel for every
Mm,
single meal, every single day, and that's all.
as you should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I
Oh, I
have,
have.
oh,
There you go.
from October 7th, 2022, I was deep into my Evan Peters
Oh,
moment, and so I just have a a screenshot of him from
wait, put that up
AHS.
again. Wait,
Oh,
that did not look like him.
that's him.
That does
This
not
is
look like Evan
this is from the
Peters.
season where he's like a cult leader.
Oh.
I'm screenshotting this and sending this. I have a friend right now who's like really, really deeply into Evan Peters. I think there's something about him that turns anybody from like a normal love of him and his work into like full blown like obsession, like feral obsession. But I don't know. That could just be some of us with a sick mind, but
Hmm. Hmm. Wow, this is one of my notes from I think one of our like field excursions, and it just says Rats and cats eat the babies. Bigger island, bigger problems. Implanting microchips, controlling tortoises.
Wait,
Question
what?
mark.
Were they
We
planning
like
on controlling the tortoises?
I don't no, I think they just probably did microchips to track them, but I think I was
Oh,
probably zoning out and then I just heard implanting microchips in tortoise and I was like very confused because on these excursions a lot of the times we like had to be there at 5 a.m. to like get on the boat, go to whatever island, and then we're
yeah.
just like sitting like especially this trip I remember this guy was just like talking for so long. And usually on these trips we're like out doing stuff like out in the nature and I was like dying like banging my head because also when I was abroad I didn't really drink coffee that much. Towards the end I started drinking more, but like I was like cannot drink coffee. So I'm like on 2 hours of sleep, like no caffeine, banging my head.
Oh my God. I have a lot of notes from when I got my iPad and I just wanted to write on my iPad. And so it's just like me
Mm-hmm.
taking notes. I have a note that's just called Dostoyev. How do you say his name? Oh, I'm so uneducated. You know the philosopher
Which one?
Dostoevsky or
Oh, I know who you're
whatever.
talking
How do you
about,
say
but I
his
don't know how
name?
to say it.
Okay, anyways, everybody knows what I'm talking about, but I was like, I'm gonna study, I'm gonna use this iPad to study literature. And
Uh-huh.
so I made like a note called Kafka, and I made like a note for like all my favorite whatever. And then I was just like, I'm gonna write about all of their works. All I did was go on Wikipedia and get like a basic understanding of who they were, and then I gave up and I didn't read anything actually. That's
Wow.
classic.
Wow. I have my Christmas list I think I was sending to my mommy, which is blender, big and small pot, small pan, and then there was this hat I wanted.
Oh my God, your hat
So,
era. It
yeah,
began even earlier.
I have it back here. It's like slightly too small for me, so I probably should get another
Is
one,
that
but I wanted
fedora? Oh, no,
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 it's a
no, no,
bucket
no.
hat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
These were
That's a
like really
classic.
popular in the 90s, but it's like way too small for me. So it like looks kind of silly because I wanted it to be bigger and like
Mm,
kind of floppy, but it
mm-hmm.
doesn't have that effect. So
Has
she's
anybody
kind of lives back
commented on
there
your
now.
new hat?
Yes, I did wear my new hat because,
Do
well,
you
I
have it?
wore
Can you
it.
show the people?
I don't think I have it accessible right now.
Okay, it's a black hat. It's very cunty.
Yeah, I'll send a little picture of it. But yeah, I wore it and then I was getting insecure and felt like people were looking at me on the bus. So I took it off.
Classic.
And then I ran into my friend and another friend and I was telling them of this. And then other friend pulls out this like newsboy hat and is like, "I have a silly little hat too." So then we both put on our hats and then I wore my hat.
Mm, oh, wow. The
Yeah.
newsboy hat.
The newsboy hat, it actually kind of slayed. Like with his outfit, he had
Okay.
like this little vest and it kind of worked. Um,
Wow.
but yeah, then I wore my little hat and then I saw like some of my friends later and then they all hyped up the hat, so then I felt better about it.
As they should.
Yeah.
As they should. Um, I have a note that is just a picture of how much of each character from Succession I am. So we have
Oh,
Kindle is obviously like winning because I'm Kindle. So
right.
that's pretty classic. That's from November 4th,
Okay.
2022.
Oh my gosh, I
Yep.
wonder if I can find I have somewhere in here. I think I must have missed it, but I was looking at I had done, you know, that like Winnie the Pooh like mental illness quiz.
Oh my God.
I
Oh
did
my
that my like
God.
freshman year of I did that my freshman year and I found it when I was looking through these earlier, but I guess I missed it. I don't know where it is.
Which one were you? Which
I don't
which Winnie the Pooh
remember.
character?
I think I was Piglet,
That's classic.
but I
That's really
retook it
classic.
recently and let me say it was way down. Everything went way down.
Oh yeah, I was just talking to myself about this yesterday. I was like, wow, we're mentally up. Like we
Mentally
are
up.
mentally up.
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, I just found November 13th, 2022. I had my Dublin daily plan. So I listed everything that
Mm.
I did in Dublin each of the
Oh,
days.
that's
Oh,
cutie.
that's my iCloud. So, which reminded me that we should go to Dublin. Like, we
We
need
should
to
go
go
to
to
Dublin.
Dublin.
Yeah.
I want to go
Yeah.
to I want to go back to Ireland so bad. Let's go. Wait, so your job, hold on. Pause. Your job is starting June to
I'll start
August?
I'll start, they said it's kind of flexible, so I'll either start end of May or beginning of June because I have to go to Chicago for a week in June to get training. So like all the people from the different
Oh.
locations go there. So they said people either try to move into their spot and get settled and then go to Chicago, or they'll just go to Chicago and then. But
But
if
they
I
give you
can,
housing, so you don't
yeah,
have to find housing.
I get housing and then the Chicago trips all paid for.
Ugh, gagged. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, but the housing they said is either like a bunkhouse or I'll be living in like a trailer, just like in the national park, which would be kind of
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah, I think that's pretty classic.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow, that's exciting.
yeah. And I looked and I'm like, I think I'm like 2 hours from Portland and like 4 hours from Seattle, 4 or 5.
Oh my God. I'm gonna make it there at least for like a time, a weekend or
Yeah,
so that
yeah,
we at least need to drive around and go
yeah,
places. Oh
yeah.
my God. Wait, so you're taking your car? How are you gonna get your car there?
I think I'd have to drive. I was looking earlier, it's like a 40-hour drive because like I guess I could fly and just like bring a suitcase. I think I'm probably gonna wait to see what the housing actually is, because if I need to bring stuff, I don't know. Because I feel like I also
Hmm.
should bring like entertainment things. Like I want to bring my Switch and I want to bring my keyboard and just like
Yeah.
books. And like obviously I can't, I'd have to pay extra to fly my keyboard, but
What do you
like piano
mean?
keyboard.
Oh, I thought you meant like like a normal keyboard. I was like, you
No.
don't have to pay extra for that, surely.
No, my piano.
You're gonna take your piano?
I feel like I would because I didn't take it when I went to Kansas and I really regretted it because I was bored out of my mind. And I feel like
And you could have been
similarly, and I could have
practicing
been
piano.
doodle-doodling.
Yeah,
So yeah, I feel like I probably will.
that'll be fire. Everybody in the
Yeah.
bunk will be like,
Yeah.
listen to this shit, let's hit it. Ooh, that's kind of good.
Yeah.
Um, okay, okay.
Okay, okay.
Um, and now we're getting into spring semester, I presume.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty classic. Oh my
Oh
God,
yeah.
I have a note called Time Seeing Ash Day.
When was this? 10 like up.
This
10
is
20 up.
from this is from December 18th, 2022.
Yeah, I think oh yeah, we did I think see each other before you left for Australia.
I said leave house at 11:20, 11:25, pick up woods. I was like, I need to plan this out. Like, I need to figure it out. Um, um, I just have a lot of internship notes of
Mm,
my trying to find an internship era,
mm-hmm.
which is so classic.
Yeah. Oh, I have this, which was I was starting to make a bucket list, because my friends and I were discussing
Oh,
it. But my bucket list was like silly little things I want to do. So
yeah.
one is I was like, I want to use a metal detector, like those people who go
Yeah,
out in the
on
beach. I
the
was like, I want to
beach.
do that.
Yeah.
I want to find a fossil of sorts.
Of
Um,
sorts.
of sorts, any fossil will do.
Any of
Um,
them.
and then I said, like in shows when they have like a fire extinguisher and they sit in a rolly chair and then
Yeah.
they I want to do
Get
that.
spun around or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And then I want to not be in a flash mob, but I want to get flash mobbed.
Oh.
No one's
You
doing
just want
flash
to
mobs these
you just want to
days.
be there when it happens. Like you just want to
Yeah,
be where the people are. I
yeah,
think to do that you need to move to New York City and live next to the NYU buildings or something. Like I don't know where that would happen, but
yeah. Well, when
so
I when I left for England, Cameron tried to like plan me a little flash mob, but it was
Oh
just
my
like when
god.
she like came in when I was at work, and at the time we were using the speaker to control the music
Yeah.
in the store, and she started playing TikTok by Kesha. And I
Oh
was
my
getting
god.
stressed. I was like, Cameron, you cannot play that in here. I was like, you need to turn that off. And then
You
like
ruined your own flash
I
mob.
didn't turn it off. It was like very brief. I was like, Cameron, like you have to turn that off. You have to turn that off. And then Cameron was just like ignoring me. And then like three or four of our other coworkers came out and they had a sign and were dancing.
Oh
So that was
wow.
fun. But I do want to witness an organic flash mob that's like huge.
Yeah. At least they tried to. I mean, that's honestly awesome. Like
No, it
putting
was really
together a
awesome.
whole
It was
flash
kind of
mob.
awesome. I really appreciated it.
Oh. Um, I have a note from February 10th, 2023. That's just my workout routine, which is
Mm-hmm.
so classic. Just all the different
Mm.
isolations. Okay.
Okay.
Um, what else? I have a copy pasta about Abby from The Last of Us 2, which you don't know
Okay.
about, right?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, but she's kind of everything. Um, more schedule.
Okay.
What else? What else? What else? Bill Hader. I have a note called Bill Hader. That's all. It's
Oh
kind of
wow.
awesome. I love Bill
Okay.
Hader.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Um,
I
well,
have one that's just it's from April 1st, 2023, and it's just titled Montages, and I was just ranking all of the montages in Twilight
mm,
from best to worst. And
whoa,
so we
gotta hear
have
this.
number 1, baseball scene, Twilight, duh. Number 2, Victoria in the Woods chase sequence.
Mm,
Number
mm-hmm.
3, New Moon Depression seasons
Yeah,
montage, classic.
yeah.
Number 4, Bella letting Edward into her mind palace in Breaking Dawn Part 2, which is one of my faves.
Mm,
At the
mm-hmm,
very end of the
mm-hmm.
movie where they do the montage. Number 5,
That was good.
New Moon motorcycle building montage because there were a lot of really good transitions in that one. Number 6, Bella getting ready to lose her virginity montage, which
Right,
is
right,
classic.
right, 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 right.
Number 7, character slash cast final end sequence montage because that's really emotional.
Mm-hmm.
Number 8, honeymoon tiring out Bella montage. Number
Mm.
9, Bella and Edward vampire sex montage,
Mm-hmm.
which is classic. And number 10, Bella turning into a vampire life of Bella montage. And that's all I could think of for all the montages. But there are a lot of
Wow.
montages in
I
those
never
movies.
realized until you've written this out how many montages there are.
There are 10. There are 10 of them, yeah.
Okay. Wow. Those are actually really important.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, I have one that I think I was like trying to cook something for Mary. And so
Right.
I have the list of ingredients that she doesn't like, which is tomatoes. She will only eat a little bit of onions. She does not like mango, watermelon, black beans, baked beans, refried beans, or
Whoa.
avocado.
No beans? What
No
beans does she
beans.
like?
She
What?
likes lima beans.
Dude, stop. There's no way that you can like lima beans and you don't like black beans. Like, are you kidding me? What is that?
I know. And then I said textures that she doesn't like, which is very crunchy. She does not like, I guess, crunchy breading on the outside of something or like a crunchy
Oh.
cookie. And she said she's okay with mashed potatoes, but does not like things that are super mushy.
Oh. Okay. Very specific eating habits here. Um, I have a to-do list from Pigeon Forge. So
Okay.
that's fun. Dollywood.
Okay, what was our to-do list?
Oh my God. Cheesy putt putt, in parentheses, hillbilly golf. The Island, in parentheses, fair. 200-foot tall Ferris wheel, also in
Oh,
parentheses.
mm-hmm.
3, Cades Cove, classic.
Uh-huh.
Sugarland's Visitor Center. Okay. Anarquista. I don't know what that
I don't know
means.
what that one was.
Bluff Mountain Fire Tower. El
Okay.
Sonador. I think that was a food place. And then the bottom part says blow up a convenience store.
Oh, I like that
So I
one.
don't really
Yeah.
know. I don't really
Yeah.
remember what was happening
Do
there.
you remember when we first got there and we were getting food and James was like, "This place has vegan pancakes," but he didn't read the whole comment because it said
Yeah.
does not have vegan food. And so we showed him and we're like looking at the menu and we're like,
Be like, oh.
um.
Oh my god, that's so James. That's really so James. I have a note that's called Lunch with A. I wonder who that is.
Is it me? Why?
Yeah.
Your schedules are crazy. Wake up.
Because
Ready.
I can't just get up, you know? I have to like wake up and then get up like
Right. No, I get
yeah,
it.
that is so classic.
Wow.
I love that I can see each time that we have a chance to hang out is like once every 6 months, and I make a note in my notes app. I'm like, we're getting ready, we're having a
Schedule.
fun day, and we're just like eating lunch. Like I think that was just like when we went to Colombia that one time,
Yeah.
which is so classic.
Wow. I was hoping I had something from when I was in England, but I don't think I have anything. I
There's
just
no
have
Oxford? No
I have
Oxford in this bitch.
dates. I think I was writing down important dates, which is photo, July 24th at 5:15. Meet at
Oh,
Old Kitchen Bar on July 3rd and July 4th for briefing on Wales. And I have nothing else from this
wow.
time period.
Why were
Except
you
I would
getting
have
a briefing on Wales?
we went to a we went to Wales for 4 days and we had these like two meetings explaining it and
Oh,
we really didn't. Well, they sat there and they would talk to us about the history for a long time, and then I would just kind of zone out and sit there for like an hour.
right, right.
Because British history is just like William the First, William the Second, Henry George, and I have like no context for these things, and I'm like, I don't know what time period this is. I don't know what's going on in the rest of the world. So
Yeah,
like the whole Wales trip would then be like, William the First was here, and I was like, I don't know who that is or what he did.
right. But everybody,
Um,
that's actually so interesting to think about. All the classes that we had to take on like the American Revolution and like the history of
mhm,
America, like these British people were getting classes on like the entire history of the monarchy and like all of
mhm,
these fucking random, no offense, but the random ass fucking kings and William the
yeah.
First
What'd
and
they
whoever the
do?
fuck. What did they do? Like, what did they even do?
Nothing.
They took the money of the common people. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, they built a castle.
Yikes! Anti-monarchy. We're coming out as anti-monarchists.
Yeah, don't like it. Not
That's
cool.
awesome. Wow, I'm pretty much up into normal, into present day.
Wow.
I mean, not
Um,
really present day. I'm getting
but
into,
like fall
um,
last year.
yeah, like fall.
Mm. Oh, I have
Um,
my list of TV show ideas that I want to make, which is
oh,
I
do
want a
tell.
sitcom about Governor School. I think that's a great setting for a
Oh, that would be
sitcom.
good. Yeah.
I want a sitcom about my college at Clemson, which is agriculture, forestry, and life sciences, because there's just a lot of goofy characters. We have the
Yeah,
turf grass bros, the
right.
ecology kids, the like hippie environmentalist.
Hmm. What about the
And
kids who do the soil competition?
yeah, they got to be in there.
The soil
Yeah.
competitors? Yeah.
The Muddy Tigers, yeah, they got to be in there.
The Muddy
Yeah. Yeah.
Tigers. Oh my God.
Yeah. And then there's like a radio station at Clemson that's like an alternate like where like all the alt kids go and they have like little radio shows. But within the like alternative like music community, there is a lot of drama that
Yeah.
somehow Cameron and I just through knowing various people just like know about. So I want to make the radio station is called WSBIF, WSBF. I want to make a
Yeah.
Gossip Girl about them.
Gossip
I want to make a
Girl.
WSBIF Gossip Girl.
That would be kind of good. I think you should do
Yeah,
that.
I think I should.
Yeah.
Instructions on how to use this random machine. Um, Oh, I have a list of birthdays.
Um,
Oh, I have my Monkey Island notes. It says this was before I have a Google Doc now, but I think this was initial, which says government funded monkeys. In mornings and
mm,
evenings, they are on the beach. When it gets hot, and during the day, they're in the interior.
mm-hmm.
Um, this says, I don't know, it's titled, it says far from fact, and there's bullet points. 60% of the 35,000 monkeys came from Asia.
Yeah.
Pre-pandemic, there was already a shortage of monkeys. And then it says, for a monkey, you need trees. I think this was a podcast I was listening to on using monkeys for
Oh,
medical testing. Because during COVID, there was a huge shortage of monkeys needed to test things.
wait, what? Why was there a
Yeah.
shortage?
Well, pre-pandemic, there was already a shortage because, like, most of the because like certain countries stopped exporting them because like the monkeys are like sacred to them and they're like you guys are doing
Yeah.
weird shit with the monkeys so we're not
And they
giving them to
were, and
you.
they are,
So
yeah.
that's why the United States has like their own breeding colony. It's like monkeys are super expensive. Like to get one research monkey, it costs like thousands of dollars. So yeah, there's
Wow.
just like a huge shortage. And then COVID made it even worse because they needed even more monkeys.
More monkeys to. Oh my God, they were doing COVID testing on the monkeys.
I had to. That's the protocol.
Oh my God.
Mhm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder
Yeah.
how many monkeys from but my thing is like how can they use the monkeys from Monkey Island when they already are like really diseased? Like does that not
Yeah.
impact anything?
I guess they've done maybe there's some or like maybe they've been like breeding them to not have as much disease or maybe like the diseases they have don't
Hmm.
interact with whatever they're
Right.
testing. I don't know.
Right.
I don't
Right.
have know nothing of disease.
I know nothing of
I know
disease.
nothing of disease.
Dude, I've been thinking
Um,
about that. I'm like, I really feel so useless. Like, I always have this like guilt where I'm like, I should know about science or something. Like, what if I think it's like my apocalypse brain because I want to
mm,
be prepared for the end of the world. But like,
yeah.
if something bad were to happen, I would not be able to give medical aid to anybody
Mm-mm.
ever.
No, I
Um,
think about that a lot too with like hiking and stuff as I'm like
right.
I don't like I have no survival skills. I don't know how to start a fire. I
I
don't
want to
know.
go into like one of those camps where they just drop you in the middle of the woods and you have to learn how to like get out of there. Like it's either you die or you figure out how to track the sun. And I think I could figure it
Yeah.
out.
I think I need training before. I don't think I could just figure it out on the
Well,
spot.
I know, but I think that's the point. They like tell you how to do stuff. They give you a
Oh,
compass,
okay.
probably. I mean, I don't know anything about these camps. I think it would be something like that though. They would be like, here's how to make a fire.
Yeah.
And now you got to go do it. Or we apply to be on Survivor,
Oh,
and that's like a boot camp in survivalism, right?
yeah.
Survivalist
So, yeah.
something.
Okay. Yeah.
I remember people getting like real diseases on that show because
I
they
never
really
watched
couldn't.
it.
You've never watched Survivor?
No, I
That's
like
like
understand what goes on in it, but I don't think I've ever like actually watched an episode of it.
oh my God, that's like fundamental to my childhood. Um
I was too busy watching K-pop. Cake
Dude, but no,
Boss.
they're like on the island, right, to complete the show, but
Mm-hmm.
they're not really allowed to get like medical intervention unless it gets really
Oh.
bad. Like, and people be shitting, people be getting diseases in their cuts and wounds um and they also like don't get food properly. They like don't get
Hmm.
clean underwear or like toothbrushes. So everybody's fucking rank and stank.
Oh.
So it's really not
Oh.
like there's no like TV. I mean, I'm sure there's TV magic, but they really it seems brutal kind of, but not as brutal as like Naked and Afraid. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
that's when we're getting crazy. Dude, the fact that there's Naked and Afraid uncensored is
Who's watching
crazy.
that?
The
Freaks.
perverts are watching that.
Yeah.
I think that's like actually crazy because I think people are probably whacking off to that. And that's like insane and weird.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Because they're really trying to survive.
Yeah, like they're fighting for their life right
They're fighting
now.
for their lives. Oh my God, I can't.
Mm-mm.
I ran out of notes. There's nothing else.
Really? I just have when I made my monkey ranking videos, I have my monkeys in there. Um,
Oh, please give us your top three. Don't be shy.
wow. Wow, you haven't watched my monkey ranking? I did Tears of the Monkeys.
Wait, did you upload that?
Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel.
Oh my God. You never
Wow.
told me you uploaded it.
Wow. Someone's not checking
Wait.
their subscription.
Wait.
Someone's not subscribed.
Dude, I thought I rang the bell. Like, what the fuck? I thought I rang the fucking bell. Um, it's not even loading. Okay, I'm gonna watch that. Media for me is it's been a big media week. Good things are
Oh,
happening.
okay.
There's a new season of True Detective. Everybody should get into
Uh-huh.
that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
there's this new show on Amazon Prime with Donald Glover and Maya I don't know how to say her
Okay.
name. And it's like a new version of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but it's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
then the song from The Weeknd and Playboy Cardi and Madonna from The Idol, which I didn't watch because that show sucked.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the song Popular, it's good. It's a catchy song. Like, I'm
Okay.
sorry. I hate when The Weeknd makes a good song because he's like the top streamed artist or whatever, but I'm always
Oh,
like,
really?
who the fuck is listening to this guy? Yeah, he's like the most streamed music artist of all time or something. And I'm like,
Oh,
that
I didn't
can't
know
be
that.
true. Like, he's above Drake.
Mm,
Like, there's no way. But then I listened to a song that he made and I'm like, damn, like, fuck. But I
okay.
don't really like him, but his music is good sometimes.
Okay.
And that's all. That's all for me.
For me, I've been watching Chimp Empire, which is this like series on
Bro.
Netflix about these chimps. So I've been watching that. And
Okay.
then for music, always listening to Renaissance, Pink Panthers, and then this one like French lady named Lizzie. I can't say French.